We begin with Chief Political Correspondent Carl Cameron, who's in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So, Carl, Governor Walker, ready to get in. Where does it stand?
Well, he's moving really fast. He finished his budget just yesterday, and he's jumping in the presidential race today, and doing it with a pretty feisty entrance indeed. Where he fits is top tier for sure. He is second in the nation in national polls, according to an average of the most recent from Real Clear Politics. Likewise, if you look across the polls themselves in the spectrum of both the national and the key early races, he is in first place with a substantial lead in Iowa, the first caucus state. You flip over to New Hampshire, and there, in New Hampshire as well as in South Carolina, Scott Walker is in second place to Jeb Bush. And today, Mr. Walker has already put out several tweets saying that he's going to be announcing his presidential campaign, that he's all in. And in a video that he has already released, he takes on the entirety of the Republican field. You said he's the 15th candidate in. There's still two more today with sweeping rhetoric in this video. He basically says, I'm here, and I'm going to go after my rivals. Watch.
All right. We took a look at a little bit of that video a moment ago, but there's no sound on that piece that we're looking at right now. But, you know, as you said, he just finished the stage. He's moving pretty fast here, Carl. So what are we going to hear from him? Because now that he's thrown his hat in the race, he's going to have to differentiate himself from these other guys and one woman.
Sure. Well, he casts himself as first a governor with executive experience who has a record of social conservatism and a record of fiscal frugality and conservatism. He'll point to his budget today and on the stump, talking about a number of things, both in terms of how he balanced the budget, cut spending, increased the rainy day fund, inserted a number of provisions that will be particularly appealing to social conservatives across the country. There was even some criticism from some folks here in Wisconsin saying that a lot of what he was working to achieve in the budget was meant to be something of a presidential platform to show his ability to not only fight for conservative principles, but actually win them. And that'll be thematic today. He'll say, if you look across the field, there are other candidates who are governors who've said they would do things and haven't been able to. There are legislators who've made a lot of noise, a lot of yelling, but they haven't got a list of accomplishments to show for it, and that he has been able to do that and demonstrate it in 3 elections for 2 terms because of that recall where he took on the unions and won, something that's very popular with conservatives. And it helps to be from Wisconsin, next door to Iowa. He's got sort of favorite nephew status, and he's leading the polls there.
Yeah, he's doing well there, and he's got an interesting story. Carl, thanks.